Hi, I'm Jake Deffinbaugh, and welcome to Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, a podcast where me and my friends talk about nostalgic moments and pop culture from our childhoods. We interview people such as actors, producers, composers, puppeteers, and more. We'll be sharing our favorite memories, talk about behind-the-scenes moments, and so much more. I'm your host, Jake Deffinbaugh, and welcome to this Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show episode. Hi everyone, welcome to the 30th episode. Yes, this is the 30th
The big 30.
episode.
The big 30.
Of Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Before we get to the guest today, I just want to say thank you so much for the support and everything for us making to 30 episodes. I don't know what the podcast would be without you guys, so thank you so much for the support and just be what we do and keep up. And I can't wait what the future support will be for more episodes to come. Anyways, so today's guest we have for today, he's a composer who writes so many songs for Blue's Clues, and he's also a original voice of Mr. Salt, which we're going to talk about those things today.
Yes.
And he is Nick Balaban. Nick, how are you?
Hi, doing great. How are you all?
Nice.
Amazing.
I just realized something.
Thank you so much.
Something. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Jake forgot to introduce.
That's right.
Yeah, you forgot to introduce your co-host. Jake.
It's okay. It's okay. They
Come
all know
on.
who we are. They all know who we are at this point.
We're 30
Wyatt,
episodes in.
Chris, Matthew, Marty, Master, Matt, Bingo. How you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
Yes.
Matt. Matt's the new host.
There you go.
Yep.
Anyway,
Guys, yeah, it's going to happen in the 30th episode. Anyway.
Good job, Jakey.
Good job.
man.
You think by 30 he'd get the whole intro down.
Exactly.
anyway,
Yeah, so
Anyway.
First question to
Hey,
start
Go.
off, how do you become being composer?
How do you become a composer?
How'd you get
Or
started?
how do you
Let me ask
compose
this. How'd you get started?
It's funny. I never really thought about that. I've always been making music.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a way, it's kind of natural for anybody. I mean, I don't know. How did I get into it? I played music all the time. I played with other people and bands and stuff, and then and I loved music and movies and TV themes and stuff like that. I grew up just loving that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. So I don't know how I started making it. I think I just did it because I loved hearing it.
That makes sense.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you love hearing, and then
So
Yep.
who are some of your I guess like you could say musical inspirations? Who are some of your inspirations?
Oh man, there are thousands and thousands. I love a lot of jazz music. Everybody from Louis Armstrong to McCoy Tyner
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
to Jason Moran and people that are playing now, and then stuff. I don't really, genres of music are like ways that we organize it. We put things into genres so that it can be sold and understood in a way or talked about, but they're not real. I mean, you can take Debussy, Claude Debussy, this French classical composer, and find a lot of elements of jazz in it.
Mhm.
And it's not a coincidence. It's because he was influenced by the beginnings of ragtime and things that were happening. I don't know. I mean, and you can do the same thing, just going all over the world throughout time. There are all kinds of. So my influences are, pretty much everything I love. I love a lot of jazz, and I love a lot of classical music. I love rock and roll. I was just listening to Joan Jett on the morning on the radio this
There you
morning.
go.
Yeah, Joan Jett's awesome.
But I love Led Zeppelin. I love the Beatles.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Beatles are awesome.
And then I love people like Bernard Herrmann or Neil Hefti, or I don't know, a lot of people that wrote for TV and film. So I don't know where to begin. I can go all over the place.
It's fun.
It's all right.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
how did Blue's Clues come about? And the role of Mr. Salt come about?
The role of Mr. Salt.
Yeah.
Well, we were making music.
Yeah.
For Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
And I got a call. They knew that I was a goofy guy.
Yeah.
That liked to do voices. I might have even told them, like, if you ever need a voice, I love doing voices because I hear them in my head all the time.
There you go.
Probably just like this guy with the orange puppet.
Yeah.
There you go.
So they called me one day and they said, can you do the voices for Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper in this little in-house pilot? That was when it was Blueprints.
Yeah, Blueprints.
Right.
Yep.
Blueprints.
Yeah.
Blueprints.
Which we see.
So I was the voices of both of them for that.
Wow.
And that was like, I don't know, what I considered to be kind of an older, friendly, but rough sounding couple from New York, from maybe from Brooklyn. That would be,
Yeah.
Hey, Blue is in the kitchen. That kind of thing. And they liked it, but after it was, that was just for the people at Nickelodeon. That wasn't for anybody outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And once it went through, they said that it sounded, maybe a little scary because they didn't like that rough voice.
Yeah.
And there was another woman that worked at Blue's Clues in the office who said she could do a voice for Mrs. Pepper. And they said she could do a French voice. So they asked, can you do a French voice? And I said, sure.
And you did it.
And that's how it's there's I wish there was some genius story, but
it's kind of cool because your daughter voiced Cinnamon also.
Yeah. She was like a newborn. I was just chasing her around the studio with a microphone.
There you go.
Oh my God.
So I'm sure go ahead, Wyatt.
Go ahead. I'm dying.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of Blue's Clues fans watching or listening are wondering, can you still do Mr. Salt's voice?
Are you able to?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. I know you want me to do it right now. All right.
Snail, because we also know you voiced Snail.
I was Snail. I loved Snail. I'm so happy. Snail. I keep reminding my friends at Nickelodeon that I was Snail and that Snail really should come back. But
really should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do Mr. Salt at any time. I love it.
Wow.
It's a great guy. But Snail was great. I think Snail only had one line.
Yeah, it was in the musical movie.
Yeah, and it was just like,
very short.
Or like that.
Because he went on a skateboard singing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So any fun experiences like from working on Blue's Clues?
Oh, yeah. So many.
I could tell.
Yeah, I mean, it was really great to get to work with so many different kinds of musicians. As you guys know from the show, there were so many kinds of music.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we worked with so many different types of musicians with all different backgrounds.
Yeah. Ray Charles, for instance.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes.
yeah, the famous ones like Ray Charles, Patti LaBelle, Macy Gray, Phoebe Snow, Tony Braxton, India Ari, the Persuasions,
they might be giants.
Travis. Oh man, yeah, it was. What's that?
Many. So many. Yeah, there might be giants also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah, there were a lot of those people, and that was terrific. I loved working with musicians that could play styles that we didn't know very much about.
Yeah.
So one time we decided we're going to do some African kora music, and which is it's like a harp. It's an African harp, so it's like a triangle. It's smaller, much smaller than a European harp, but it's pretty big, and it kind of sits on your lap and takes about an hour to tune. And it's a wild instrument. People like Salif Keita and a million people with the last name Sissoko play the kora. And we were wondering, like, how can we find a kora player? And I was like, well, let's go to a dance class in New York, like find a dance class and find some African musicians and ask around. And we were lucky that just down the street from the studio was a dance class with a kora player. So,
oh, wow.
Keba Sissoko, who's no longer with us, but he was one of the greatest kora players. So that was a thrill, just, having him in the studio. And he didn't speak much English, and I spoke a little French. So we were like, just trying to communicate, and it was beautiful music. He made great things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff that happened at Blues Clues all the time. Just working with stellar musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the music. Yeah, the music in Blues Clues is something else. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it really was.
You wrote for the movie, which was There It Is. I love There It Is. It's still a classic.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, really good.
Yep.
That was for Ray Charles.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That song's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great day and terrifying.
Yeah. And then the music video for that is good as well.
Yeah, the music video.
Yeah, didn't they do? It's great.
Yeah,
they did a great job,
mm-hmm.
and it was really funny because everybody that knew that they were going to be working with Ray Charles, except for the Persuasions, who were just excited.
Yeah.
But Steve and me, and like we were terrified.
Yeah.
And I remember Steve saying, I don't have a right to sing on this. I shouldn't, it's Ray Charles. We're like, Steve, you have to.
Yeah.
Man. So Matthew or Matt, how about you? One of you ask the next question.
I think I know what question Matt should ask.
I'm gonna ask. I have one I'm gonna ask, and it's after this one.
Okay.
Go ahead, Matt, and then you can ask the one I want to know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have a favorite episode of Blues Clues you've done?
Yeah, because you wrote episodes like this.
Yeah, you wrote a lot of episodes.
Well, I actually only wrote one.
That's the one I was talking about. Season 2.
But yeah. But I do have a lot I have a lot of favorites. I mean, I have a lot of. I love the planets. I love when they went,
Yes. One of my favorites.
when they went to the museum. I loved those scenes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The conveyor belt really early on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, just I liked a lot of I liked a lot of them. The surf music when they were on the beach. I like the sad ones when the rainy day when.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the holiday episodes are also.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I love the holiday episodes.
Me too.
One of our favorites.
One most
Oh, they were
nostalgic
fun.
was Christmas.
Which, speaking of the holiday episodes, this has
There it is.
Yeah,
I have a disc,
Oh, wow.
I have a disc for it too.
So
that was fun.
Yes. Indeed
Yeah.
it was.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like those snowy episodes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they're awesome, like Snowy Day.
Yeah, so, especially the Christmas episode where Steve went houses for different
Yeah.
They had more
Let's Blue's big holiday.
Yeah,
they
Blue's
had
First
more
Holiday is
holiday.
better in my opinion.
they had more
Blue
holidays
can
than that, Jakey.
Yeah, it's not
Ugh.
just Christmas.
This dude.
It's
This
the
dude.
different
Yeah, it's
holidays.
a whole bunch of holidays.
Blue's
They're all
First
good.
Holiday is a bit better than that. in my opinion.
This
The Blue's
guy.
First Holiday. We get to see how Blue got to Steve in that one. We never saw
Yeah.
that until
That's
that.
right. Yeah, I remember.
That's true. Yeah.
How what?
There was an episode. It's called Blue's First Holiday, and how Blue came to Steve. Like how.
Yeah.
Steve would-
It was very
Yes.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
she's
how
a-
Blue and
she's a
Steve
good-
met.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a good in that episode.
Yes, which that is amazing episode,
Oh yeah,
Very,
you
very
thought-
late episode.
which is also on that DVD too.
Yeah.
So, out of all the songs that you wrote for the show, do you have a favorite?
Oh boy. I
So many.
loved a lot of the music that we got to do for the musical Blues Big Music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Which I
remember having
have
the
somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have it too.
mostly just because those got to be, whole songs, not just tiny ones.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
not just dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I really I'm pretty happy with all the
Yeah.
music. But every once in a while I'll hear something like what's that one?
theme song.
Or I was thinking in the musical, that Brazilian one, as smart as
Oh yeah.
Me.
Now I know.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
might have been
I
on
think
it.
I remember.
it's on the soundtrack.
That's why I don't remember it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Steve singing as smart as me, or having kind of insecure feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had really terrific Brazilian musicians on that.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. Silly Hat was really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
yes.
a good song.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Same
and of
with-
course, the one with Ray Charles. There it is. That
Yeah.
was
Mm-hmm.
Same with it wasn't in the musical, but then it kind of was. Play Blues Clues is another classic,
Of course.
that was fun.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially considering the fact that it was also in the PC games, which I know some of us played.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, is there anyone from Blue's Clues that you still keep in touch with?
Oh yeah. I don't see people a lot. And some of that may have to do with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also has to do with, all of our different directions, and we're all pretty busy. But every once in a while, I'll hear from or talk to Steve or Tracy or
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Probably Josh now.
I don't know Josh,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm probably going to meet him because I know so many people that know him.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Really good friends with a cousin of his.
Oh,
It
wow.
just, like,
Oh
coincidence.
wow.
I feel like Bingel should take this next one because I know he's a huge fan of it.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, this
Definitely.
one. This one. Okay, so for a little context, for those who don't know, there was an old spinoff, actually, Blues Room.
Yes.
Something I really grew up with.
Yes.
And you came
Me
up
too.
with a theme song. How did that come to be about?
I think, well, I mean, you know, all of the shows had to have theme songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, I think we were making it a little, we had, from Blues Clues, we had gotten, you know, a little more rambunctious with the different versions of the themes as the seasons went on.
Yeah.
And when Blues Room happened, because it was kind of more of a live action thing with the
with puppets and stuff.
Well, yeah. With the puppets,
it was you
Yeah.
know, I think we tried to make it like a little gentler and yeah, you know, still keep it bouncy, but maybe I don't know, maybe come down from the ramping up. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what are your thoughts on Blues Clues and you? Like, what are your thoughts about you know, Blues Clues is now back for like a new generation of kids, and probably the people who watched the original who are now parents. You know, what are your thoughts on that being revived?
it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh seems great.
He does.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Great.
he has great energy. It's a very sweet show.
Yeah.
You know, that hasn't changed, and you know, I think the people who created it, Angela Santamero and Tracy Johnson,
Yeah.
you know, along with Jen Toomey, who came on early on, and Todd Kessler left after a while, but all these people really fashioned the show, and Steve really fashioned the show after their own sort of aesthetic. So they really loved the feeling of Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
You know, I know Steve loved the playfulness of Pee Wee Herman. So
yes.
Oh,
you know, it's so we're all kind of influenced by those things, and I think the people who created it are, you know, just moving that same kind of loving stuff forward. And Josh is doing a really good job of projecting that those values. So
for sure.
Yeah, I think it's
so. This is a question that I had personally when I know these guys teach it. Why are you not on the new series? Why are you not involved in it? Because honestly, the guy voices Mr. Salt's okay, but you're better at it.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I don't know. There might be some business stuff having to do with I know a lot of the people involved in the new show are in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh wow.
So I think there might be some financial reason I don't understand. But you know, I'm ready.
They should have you on like a guest role, like they had Grandma Cayenne, like make Mr. Salt.
That should happen. Come on.
Have a grandpa or have you voice the grandpa.
Or bring the snail back and have him voice the snail.
Yes.
There you go.
Do that.
Nickelodeon, if you're watching this.
Tracy, if you're watching
Please
this.
make it happen, Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Well, I you know, I'm in. I would love to.
Yeah.
He wrote good songs. Let him write new ones for the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that you return for one episode in the reboot? Because I heard somewhere that you returned for like one episode of Blue's Clues and You.
Not that I know of.
That must have been someone else.
It's probably a rumor then.
It's probably somebody put in there.
Probably just put in Wikipedia or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
Probably, yeah.
since we're talking about, of your good posts that you've done for Blue's Clues, I know you actually work with someone who's the voice of Mailbox, which is Michael Rubin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Michael
Rubin.
What was your experience by working with him for the show?
It was great. I mean, all of the music written for Blue's Clues was written by both of us. So
right.
Yeah, right. Which is awesome.
So that's that's huge. That was a huge partnership, and so and he was we met in a band. We played in a band together before Blue's Clues.
Oh wow,
nice.
And we had to make a demo, and I knew that he had a recording studio.
Yeah.
Because he was making music for commercials and stuff like that, and I had done a couple with him in his studio, and I was friends with Tracy, and she told me, I should submit a demo, and I knew that if I submitted a demo, it would have to be really good because I was competing with some serious people. So we had to record real musicians, and so I needed a recording studio, and I asked Mike if he'd be interested in helping with that, and that's how it started. So
oh wow,
yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Also, since you're saying about you being back as like a guest appearance or something like that, because why not Michael Rubin does it too?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, that would be cool.
Mailbox has a grandpa or something. Make you two grandpas of the kids.
Yeah.
They had grandpa playing. Where's grandpa?
It's actually a really good idea. Nickelodeon, if you're listening,
answer with grandpa.
Take notes.
Yeah. Take notes, Nickelodeon.
Where's grandpa?
Head out. Take notes.
So, is there anything from Blue's Clues that you want to show?
That I want to show?
Yeah, like any. Yeah.
Oh man. I didn't think of it. I mean, I have. Do I have anything down in this room? I don't. Let me see. Let me see if I have anything here. I'll be right there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
While he does that, I'm gonna move the bullet question whenever I need it for the photo.
See, I would get all my Blue's Clues videos, but a lot of them are in other parts of the house.
We have one.
Yeah.
We have one. Stop, look, and listen. We got more.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Wow, that's awesome.
Look at that!
Oh my gosh!
I've got this.
Yeah.
There he is.
So
I remember.
amazing.
I also
my
remember
gosh!
having this toys, but I don't have.
I have a. I don't know what I have a. It's an award for Blue's Clues Live that I was really proud of.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I believe Tracy made it, and it's beautiful. It's one of the planets. It's Mars.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
That's awesome.
That is
Wow.
awesome.
I have that upstairs.
That's
but-
awesome.
Yeah.
I figured. I think I say this. We're talking about bring you back for the new Blue's Clues movie to write new songs.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, they're making a new movie.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that would be terrific.
Tracy, get in contact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after years of Blue's Clues, not being on the original, not being on the air anymore, what do you do now?
Well, after Blue's Clues, I did music for a show called Word World.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I love that
Yes.
show. That's a good show.
Yeah, so I did all the music for Word World.
Oh, nice.
And Jakey's in shock.
Jakey was just really shocked about it.
Tyler Bunchton.
That was a lot of fun. That was
Word World's an amazing show for me growing up too.
Oh, great!
Same here.
That's awesome.
Love that
and the people the voice talent for that show are some of those people were Muppets. You know.
We had one of them. We had one of them on. Tyler Bunch. He was a guest.
Oh, Tyler. So Tyler's
long before us.
Tyler was on a bunch of the voices on Word World.
Yeah, we've had him here on the show also.
Yeah, he was fun. He was lots of fun.
Long before us.
Not for us. Yeah, me and Matt were not here.
We weren't here. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
We'll have him back on. We'll have him back on.
We'll have you and him back on.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Tyler also worked on Blues Room, so
yeah,
right.
Yes, he did.
Yep. And then after Word World,
the dress up chest.
I did a couple episodes or a couple seasons rather of Bubble Guppies.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's so
love
awesome.
Bubble Guppies.
That was
another good
great.
Seen that in a while.
I didn't get the same reaction of Jakey that Word World did.
What other shows?
I did one episode of Peg and Cat.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I forgot about that.
Voice of a snowman and Umizoomies.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Which Donovan Patton?
Yeah, I was about to say Donovan Patton.
This is the voice of God.
That's right.
I did a couple voices in Bubble Guppies. I was the mayor in the Shrimp Centennial, something like that.
So a couple of the shows you worked on had people from, the Blues Clues or Blues World, like Tyler and Donovan.
We're both on Nickelodeon, so
yeah.
Right.
So,
would you come back to the podcast in the future? Hopefully, you have you and Michael Rubin on together. If we can get Michael.
Sure, I'd do it.
There you go.
Yay!
Have you and Tyler Bunch on because you said you worked with them?
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
That would be nice.
That'd be cool.
Jakey just said that would be nostalgia. Is what it sounded like.
So, do you have any advice for anyone who wants to become a musical composer?
Well, sure. I guess the main thing is to make music.
Yeah.
So that's my first bit of advice. Make music. Yeah. If you want to make music, make music.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, that's probably the most important part, and weirdly, the part that is easy to lose track of, because you get caught up in having to make money making music and stuff like that, which is tricky. But the most important part is to just keep making music, and you get better at it. And
right,
the whole thing of any kind of art, making music or whatever you do, is you get to learn about who you are as a person.
Yep.
And you're in a feedback loop with people who are experiencing your art, and and then you can see how you're affecting other people, and if that's the effect that you want. I mean, if they tell you like, "Oh my God, what you're doing is so boring," you have to take that in. Decide, maybe I want to be boring, and in which case you can say, "I've done it." Yeah. So yeah, I think the thing to keep in mind with these things is that it's a nice way to discover who you are and who other people are.
Yeah.
And connect with those people.
That's great advice.
So, do you have any words to say to your fans?
Words to say to my fans. Well, sure. Thanks so much for being fans. I don't know if you're fans of the stuff that I did for the kids shows that I have made music for and done voices for, or fans of the music that I'm making now. And
oh wow.
But either way, I'm the same guy. It's it's great to it's great to have people who who get you. Maybe some of my fans get me better than I get myself. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to something that you've made, you know how you made it, but you don't know really what it is. Until other people tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
And even then, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've made. So thank you.
Know you made, but you still did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say thanks for being in the loop.
Yeah. Where can people find you if they want to get in contact with you, like your social media?
Well, the best place to find all kinds of stuff about what I'm up to is just nickbalaban.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have I don't have a lot of live performances happening because they're just starting up now because of COVID.
Right.
But I have a couple records that are what do we call them? Albums?
Albums, CDs, whatever.
CDs.
Yeah, things that
EPs.
I'm dropping music all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. What about your other social media?
Yeah, and then otherwise,
Instagram.
I guess I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I don't know. I haven't figured out the TikTok or Reddit yet.
It's fine. I haven't.
We're still trying to figure that out too.
Yeah, TikTok is something.
Yeah.
For this generation.
And a YouTube channel and SoundCloud. I have all.
Nice.
All that in the description for people who want to check it out.
Yep,
that's right.
Yes.
I'll be in the description.
So since the podcast is called Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, we're all talking about nostalgia and all. What's something nostalgic to you or defines nostalgia?
Yeah.
Nostalgic to me.
Or defines it.
Well, almost everything is nostalgic to me. That's just what happens when you get older.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I can agree on that.
Very true.
I although the great Frank Zappa once had a chapter in his autobiography called Death by Nostalgia. So it is a little dangerous if you get just sucked into nostalgia without any I don't know about where you're going, but I like I loved all the stuff that I got to be a part of, and I get very nostalgic for that. Blues Clues, Word World, Bubble Guppies,
you name it.
Yes.
You name it, he's in it.
All the musicians and tons of stuff.
He's been in it.
There was there's I don't know, the reggae bands I toured with around the world, and there's I could just
go over a place with
I got to be in the original Fringe Festival production of Urinetown, which went to Broadway. And that was with Mrs. Pepper was in that.
Wow.
So that's how I knew her. And then when they were looking for a new Mrs. Pepper, I called her and said, hey, you might really enjoy this. So
Yeah.
Which he did.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You
Yeah.
did?
There you go.
Yes.
Hopefully one day we get to see the full pilot of you voicing Mrs. Pepper.
Man,
Yeah. Hopefully one day we can
One
do
day.
a pilot.
yeah.
I know. I think Angela's been trying hard to get that released. I think because I've seen on her social media.
I think.
Yeah. It's very amazing.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, Nick, thank you so much for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Oh,
Nick.
thank you. That was a blast.
It definitely was.
You're
We'll definitely
welcome.
have you and Mike on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see from there.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and you are worth it. What you do.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for 30 shows, folks. This has been
Yeah, thank
amazing
you for
so
30
far.
shows. See you for 31. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I do have an idea of what's happening.
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you, Nick, for being on. It has been a blast, and
Yes.
We'll definitely have
for
you
being
back.
our 30th guest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
30th.
thank you so
There's
much
nobody
for that,
else
Nick.
we're gonna have than you at the 30th.
Quite a milestone.
Milestone.
And
We're
we're
still
glad.
gonna
and
keep
we're-
going.
Yeah.
We'll have you on. We'll have you on whenever we hit the milestone. Episode 40, you'll be on, and so on.
Yeah.
Well, let me know when this is going to be on, and I'll put it on my social media or whatever.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if
Awesome.
you want, you can
Of
help
course,
Michael get in touch
Yeah.
with us. 'cause it'd
Yeah, we'll
be
definitely let you know.
That'd be so awesome.
Alrighty.
Anyway, Jake.
Hey, thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Yes.
See you all later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye, Nick.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And Jakey closes out.
Yep. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. It's been a blast for what we've done, and the 30th episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so
Woohoo!
much. With
30th
More to come.
episode.
thank you so much for the support and everything.
No,
And it would be keep on going. Yeah.
And I just want to say before we wrap up, on behalf of these guys, I think that we've definitely come a long way with this podcast. Of course, with Matt now on as a co-host, which originally he was a guest co-host, but we really enjoyed having him on in the interview with Jason Marsden, so we decided to incorporate him as a regular co-host.
That means a lot.
He's been here since
That really
episode
does.
22.
Yeah, been here since 22.
And of course with Marty and Julius.
Yeah,
having
eventually
them
he
pop
will
up
have a new
as well.
character partially.
Soon. Yeah.
Yes, very soon.
That'll be on the
And
way.
stay tuned for April. We're gonna have a lot of interviews that you're gonna want to
Oh
see.
yeah, we got some big stuff coming for April.
Keep up your
May,
eye
and the months
on
coming.
that, ladies and gentlemen.
Think purple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Think
Yep,
purple.
that's right.
Think
also,
purple.
Also, fun fact. Today
Probably already gave it away, but it's fine. It's fine.
No, it's
there
him.
could be a lot of
No.
purple things.
Right.
Hold on.
And-
Hold on. I
Anyway,
gotta-
Jakey, what were we going to say? Fun fact?
And fun fact that the day when we were shooting for this episode is actually World Puppetry Day.
Happy
Yes,
World
the day-
Puppetry Day.
Yes.
The day we're taping is World Puppetry Day. By the way, I heard purple. Yeah.
I'm glad Marty and
Yeah,
Julius
hold
are part of
on,
it
guys,
because
guys.
World Puppetry
It's a
Day.
month's old Julius. There you go.
All right, and it's joyous month. Sorry.
Yeah. That he's
Julius
not
will be
wrong.
in all those interviews.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. My birthday actually is coming up April 9th. So it's coming up. Be a whole year. See, look. Now we got our whole cast. You got me. You got Puppet Chris. You got me, Marty, who
We got Bean.
who decided to rest.
Momo.
He's got Julius, Jake's got B, and I got Puppet Chris.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Jakey closes out.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for support and everything. And it's crazy to have already 30 episodes. And thank you so much for support and keep it up
Yeah.
with that for more episodes along the way. And from all 5 of us. And we appreciate if you enjoy this video and
Thanks.
everything.
You've got me.
Yeah.
Marty Monster right there and Julius.
Stay nostalgic and you're worth it.
Yep, stay nostalgic
nostalgic.
and all with it. Thank you so
Yes.
much for watching and see you all next time for our next episode.
You are
Bye
worth it.
from all of
Bye-bye.
us now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Happy
Bye-bye.
World Puppetry Day.
See you next time on another episode of Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Be sure to follow us on social media and stream us wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Bye bye.